What's going on, guys? It's Gendo here, and welcome to episode 9 of If I Had a Hammer. New badge, check. New 54,000 seat Olympic Stadium, check. That can only mean one thing: it is a brand new season. The 2016-17 Premier League is here, and West Ham are opening it up with a home tie against Sunderland. Now, new season usually means new faces into the club, so let's take a look at the transfers, ins and outs, and say goodbye to the ones who are no longer with us. But that's enough of that, and let's take a look at who's coming in. And right at the top, he may have cost the most, but we're going to have a party here on the east end of town, as Jamie Vardy has come in from Leicester for £6 million. And here's the one man I really wanted to bring into the club. He's going to add a lot of pace to the attacking up front, and with that haircut, he's more than streamlined to get himself past the defensive line and gets himself some goals. He didn't have a great time at Leicester last season, only scoring 9 in 27 league matches, but so far in this preseason, he's been doing fairly well for the club. He's got a 7.0 average rating, 3 goals in 5 matches. Let's hope that form continues on into the Premier League. Next up, we have a pair of Romanian wingers who are both coming in for £4.5 million. And the first one, who's primarily going to play out on the left, Florin Tănase, 21-year-old Romanian coming in from FC Viitorul. And much like his Romanian partner in crime, they're fairly well-rounded when it comes to attacking stats. I mean, look at that. Decent physicals, decent mentals, decent technicals all across the board. And like I said, he's only 21 years old. I see him more as a developmental prospect, using him in the rotation whenever Dimitri Payet or Michael Antonio look a little bit tired, and I think that this man is going to turn out to be a significant capture for the club, much like his partner in crime, Doran Rotariu. Now, he may not be as tall, he may not be as physical, but Doran Rotariu is every bit the winger as Florin Tănase is. Also 21 years old, he's coming in from Dynamo Bucharest, and will primarily play on the right whenever Zivkovic is tired or out injured. Having a pair of Romanian wingers, I hope to use that Romanian partnership to help get the ball into the center, primarily to either Pelosi or Jamie Vardy or Dimitri Payet if he pushes up far enough, and I believe that they have the talent to get themselves a good amount of assists this upcoming season. Coming in from Hoffenheim for £1.7 million, but every bit a solid center back, is Ermin Bekakcic. And I want to think I said it right because he is Bosnian. There are a bunch of accents above the C's. I want to try and play him on that left center back side next to Sead Kalashnik, his countrymate. Don't mind the arrows right now. I think I overplayed him during the friendlies, but he's every bit a solid defender as he looks to be. Decent physicals, great mental abilities, and 16 marking and 15 tackling, good defensive stats. Definitely going to be using him as a high-end rotation, if not a starter, during this upcoming season. And now we're getting into the million or less club. There's all the transfers I made for £1 million or less, and this first one is coming in from Valenciennes. His name is Angelo Fulgini, a 6'2" Frenchman, 19 years old, very well-rounded. It says he's primarily a defensive mid. I want to try and turn him into primarily a center back. Can't have too many center backs on this squad. As you could tell, this squad is sadly like a sieve defensively, so I want to try and get as many center backs as I can, but he's not going to be playing for us this season as he's been loaned back out to Valenciennes for the season, which is okay. I wasn't going to start him this season anyway. I want to try and give him a little bit more time to develop, and if he's going to be a first teamer at Valenciennes, might as well give him back out there. And since I had no real right-wing player after Socrates left back to Dortmund, John Flanagan is coming in from Liverpool for only £625,000. The 23-year-old Englishman's looking fairly solid defensively and mentally. His speed could definitely use a little bit of work. I would like him to be a little faster. He's only 11 pace, 11 acceleration, but definitely a solid player out on that right wing position. Now, the next two are probably going to be the most controversial out of all the signings that I'm bringing in because they're both goalkeepers, and you're wondering, okay, you have Adrian, that's fine. You got rid of Darren Randolph, which only leaves you with one proper goalkeeper, so why are you bringing in Victor Valdez. The 34-year-old Spaniard is coming in for £525,000 from Manchester United. And the reason I brought him in is because, well, he's faster. He has better shot-stopping capabilities than Adrian. And at this point in time, I would rather have a goalkeeper by committee, a platoon-style goalkeeper system, than have one good goalkeeper in Adrian and then a significant drop-off in Darren Randolph. And Victor, being only 34 years old, we have him signed on for the next 3 seasons. I feel that he can do a job for us in that 3 seasons time. I don't think that he's going to decline as much as normal players would. So I hope to try and get at least this season and maybe next season out of him as his prime playing time. And then, like I said, controversial decision as I brought in a second goalkeeper in Carl Darlow, £500,000 from Newcastle, as he's going to be more of a backup keeper than anything, just to fill out numbers and requirements for English players, or should say British players, trained in England for a certain amount of time. Carl Darlow fits that bill. Darren Randolph surprisingly didn't. So this was more of a necessary pickup. He could possibly do a job if both Victor and Adrian are out injured, knock on wood, hopefully they don't. But other than that, a fairly decent goalkeeper for his price. Our only free transfer of this transfer window wasn't actually found by me. It was found by my head of youth development, and that was John Suter coming in from Dundee United. 19-year-old Scotsman obviously can play the defensive mid position, but can play center back and center mid. I'm not going to play him this season. I'm trying to loan him out. As you can see down there, 15 clubs want him on loan, and that's great for his developments. Like I said, not going to be using him this season. Hopefully, he'll progress far enough next season to get himself a starting job. If not, I'll loan him back out again. And then finally, our one and only loaned-in player is Oliver, coming in from Atletico Madrid. The 21-year-old Spaniard can play primarily the center attacking mid position, so if Dimitri Payet is not going to be in that spot, Oliver will. And just take a look at him, some of his stats. He's got great technical ability, 18 there, 18 passing, 18 first touch, a 19 in vision. This kid has a bright future ahead of him. If not with us, then definitely with Atletico Madrid. Oh hey, take a look at that. Brendan Rodgers, managing Sunderland. That's kind of funny. Should probably win this match. Okay, so this is the formation that we've gone with, that I've decided to go with for this day. Sunderland are going to come out with a 4-5-1 in a V formation. I'm going with what I'd like to call the anchor. And as we'll have 2 center backs proper, we'll have 2 wing backs, a defensive mid, a single center mid that would be in a deep line playmaker role, our 3 attacking mids in sort of normal wingers and advanced playmakers role, and then sitting up front, even though I probably should have an advanced playmaker, since I have Jamie Vardy and he's prominently a defensive forward, I'm using him in his natural role up there. The thought process is the wingbacks will get the ball up to the wingers, who will then get it into the box and into Jamie Vardy, and that will get the goals. So aside from Jamie, let's take a look at the rest of the roster. Victor Valdez will be in net. Ogbonna and Samba will be our 2 center backs. Our 2 wing backs will be Syed Kalashnik and John Flanagan, with Sven Bender being our defensive mid. Our lone center mid will be Marouane Fellaini. Our 3 attacking mids will be Dimitri Payet, Oliver, and Andrei Zivkovic. And of course, Jamie Vardy sitting up front. Last season was a big disappointment. Hopefully we can get started off on the right foot, especially against Sunderland. 1 game does not a season make, but all the same, I would like to start off with a win. So let's kick off and see what happens. 16 minutes gone. Goal kick from Victor Valdez. It's corralled by John Flanagan. Out to Fellaini. Fellaini try and bring it up. Oliver. Try to go over the top to Vardy. He finds Vardy. Oh, couldn't get a soft touch, and saved by Pentagon. Ball out to the wing. Payet. Cutting inside. Oliver. Doesn't take a shot. Jamie Vardy does, but it's off the post. Either that or off Pantilimon. But a good chance wasted. We do get a throw in. Flanagan out to Oliver. Now can he find anybody? Zivkovic. Oliver back inside. Cleared away. Fellaini. We are still putting on the pressure against Sunderland. Look at this. Just continuous pressure on that back line, forcing him backwards. Flanagan get a cross in. Fellaini to Oliver. Zivkovic takes a shot and goes far post. Andrei Zivkovic getting West Ham up 1-0 after 17 minutes. What a way to start the season. And really, it was that entire sequence of events from the last 2 minutes, continuously putting pressure on that Sunderland backline and some great passing to set up that goal. 26 minutes gone, and here we come again. Ogbonna on a yellow card. I'm not really liking what I see there. He may have to come off at the half. Good passing inside. Payet to Vardy. Oh, weak shot. It's not party time yet, but it was good passing movement to at least get it into him. So we come into halftime still holding on to that slim 1-0 lead, but at the very least we are keeping the pressure up on that Sunderland back line, forcing them to stay in their own half. But I'm looking to turn that pressure into goals. Hopefully we can grab another one in the second half, widen this lead, and give ourselves some breathing room. Corner kick from Sunderland just 4 minutes into this half. Defensively, we need to start closing people down. Defoe taking a laser shot, bounces off of the wall. Corner kick for us. Zivkovic whipping it into Payet, but it's going to be another corner kick. And all these players taking these short angle shots, they don't want to lay it off. Back inside, Sven Bender. It's going to be another corner. As I said before, just continuously keeping up this pressure. Oh, Samba with the foul. It's not going to be a penalty for us. Meanwhile, on the other end, Sunderland getting into the box. Bonini, just in front of goal mouth. All right, I feel it's at this point in time pertinent that we take off the two offending yellow card players in Ogbonna and Sven Bender. Kalashnik can play the defensive mid role, so he's going to move over there. Aaron Cresswell coming in as a sub, and then Ogbonna. Who do I want to sub in, Vlar or Bicic? Ermin. I'm just going to call him Ermin. We're going to bring on Ermin for Ogbonna, and I believe he's fine in a center defender role, so we'll go with those two. 63 minutes gone. Some decent play up the wing. Payet tried to get it ahead of Vardy. Oh, he's tackled off the ball by Gordon. And now here comes Sunderland on a counter. Or can they set anything up? We need to watch out for these counterattacks. They switch the field. Good tackle from Flanagan. And gets the ball ahead. Vardy, with your pace, how did you not get that ball? Bonini ahead to Defoe, who is on that yellow, takes a wide shot. Throw in deep. Cresswell. Plenty of options in the box. Tries to cross it in. Payet finds Zivkovic. Zivkovic makes it 2. It's his second on the day. It bounced off Pantilimon and into the back of the net. And there is that second goal, that cushion that we were looking for. It finally comes through in the 66 minutes. Some great passing to set all that up. And Zivkovic, Pantilimon tried to make the save, but like I said, bounced off of him into the net. All right, I think I'm going to make one final sub. Jamie Vardy has not had the best of days, not had the best of debuts, so we're going to bring on Alberto Pelosi, and instead of defensive forward, advanced forward. Maybe he'll get a goal. Corner kick, Cresswell, going far post, Samba. Oh, it almost fell. It almost fell to Samba, but then it gets cleared away by the Sunderland defense. Ball falls to James Wilson, who passes it up to Lenz. They're still going through the middle. Bonini, well wide of the post. Not that wide of the post. Clock's ticking down. We're just about to hit the 90, and there's 2 minutes of stoppage time on the clock. We have the ball, or at least we're trying to keep the ball. Kalashnik. Back out to Bicic. Oliver. Fellaini. Kalashnik. Fellaini. Kalashnik. Oliver. Some just decent possession in the midfield, and then they go wide to Flanagan, who goes into Pelosi. Pelosi off the post. Oh, that would have been a great end to the match, giving Pelosi a goal. But with 1 minute of stoppage time, it looks like we will have this win in hand. Just need to play this out. And all I gotta say is it was a fairly decent performance by our side, but not a lot of mistakes, and ultimately leading to 2 goals from Zivkovic as we christen the Olympic Stadium in its first ever match with a win. A 2-0 victory over Sunderland as we get off to the right start on the season. So good win, boys. Not too happy about Jamie Vardy, even though he did have a couple of good chances, ultimately not scoring a goal. And you always want to start the season out on a win. Looking towards our next few fixtures, not a lot of big teams all in a row for once, which is very good. We got Liverpool, followed by Arsenal with the Capital One Cup match versus Shrewsbury stuck in between. QPR, West Brom, Stoke, Swansea, Bournemouth, all before the Manchester United match. One thing I did fail to mention before the season started, QPR, Cardiff City, and Wolves all got promoted up to the championship. You'd figure those will all be easy wins, but there are no easy wins in this game anymore, so we can only do our best against them. When we come back, I want to say Stoke City and Swansea City would look like a great time to come back. It's just over a month away, and those look like 2 very doable matches. So when we come back, Stoke and Swansea. So until that time, I'd like to thank you very much for watching. If you like what you saw, please hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, and you want to see more FM content. Any comments, suggestions, questions, anything else, please leave in the comment box below. As always, this is Gendo, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care, and peace out.